everybody, so time to get back into some home brews. Now it's been a while. I've had a lot of baseball, which it's winding down, and by the time you see this, either I'm finished with baseball or we are at state. But so to start this one off, this is my porter with Crystal 40 and chocolate malt and chocolate wheat malt. I'm not going to go over the grain bill. I've already done the first review on this. I will link the playlist up here if you want to check it out. So this was bottled on 322 4.91% ABV. Now this is a porter, so I try to keep my porters lower. And I'm going to try and do something a little bit different. So I just pulled these out of the fridge. So this one and then the Crystal 60 version. I want to try and do them cold because, again, if you go to a bar, you're going to get it cold. If I go to Bell's and I buy a porter, it's going to be cold. So I wanted to do a cold version. Then usually with my porters, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, what I'll do is do a couple craft beer reviews while they're over here warming up. Then I'll go into them. So these are straight out of the fridge. And obviously, the more you let this warm up, maybe the more chocolate notes could come out or something like that. More, a little sweeter, maybe a little maltier, a little bit more coffee, maybe a little bit more like caramel notes. But let's drink this cold, see how it is. This is July. Oh, little hiss. Okay, smoke. I'll have to, I never watch the video prior to doing the reviews. No head, which I'm kind of surprised about. It is starting to get a tiny head. 4 carbonation tablets of the small pearls is what I used on this. Very light tannish colored head on there that is dissipating quickly. Color, yeah, dark brown in color. I can't see through it, but I wouldn't call that black. You guys are seeing like a black. I am not. More dark brown in color. Let's go ahead and smell. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Like, to me, a porter is hard to mess up. But I like those flavors. Like, smelling this, it's almost like a light chocolate coffee smell. I do drink coffee black. But it smells so good. Yeah, it's like a light chocolate, light coffee, maybe a little bit of malt, caramel. Not that much sweetness though. Like smelling caramel maybe instead of eating it. I almost want to say there's a touch of nuttiness in there. Kind of going to like a roasted nut, but I wouldn't have that in there. I just did a peanut butter and blackberry beer, and just that nuttiness aroma kind of makes me feel like there's roasted nuts in here. Smells good. Let's go ahead and taste. A little watered down. It is a porter, but it almost seems like it's a little bit heavier. Like there's more sugar in there than should be. Like maybe the yeast conked out, got too cold, got too hot, something like that, and didn't finish. I believe These are all supposed to be around 5.2%. So this one is a little bit under, but the aftertaste, like light chocolate, coffee, maybe a touch of bitterness is in there. It almost, like, yeah, the body, even though it tastes watered down, like the flavors don't match the body. Like the body's a little too thick. It's not coming off sweet, but it's almost like a light stout. Like a 5.5, somewhere in there, maybe a little bit lower where the body's a little thicker stout than a porter. Porter, lighter body, a little watered down. So it's got half of it going for it. But, carbonation could probably be a little bit higher. I wouldn't really knock it for that because it is a porter. And from the taste, it seems like that coffee does get a little bitterness in there, almost like biting on a coffee bean, chocolate covered coffee bean. Very light chocolate and very light roast coffee bean. If those were mixed together in the aftertaste, that's kind of what this is. It's not like in your face, kind of watered down. I don't see any. I wish there was. I have to remember this is a porter. I wish there was a little bit more chocolate that came out, or a little bit more coffee. It seems like they're both on the same level, and I just want one to overpower the other. Like, is this a coffee beer? Is it a chocolate? You know, what is it? And because they're right down the center, I think it's a little off to me. I don't know why. But yeah, I just want one to stick out. So chocolate wheat, am I getting any wheatiness? Maybe that has something to do with the body. Why the body's a little bit thicker instead of not attenuating all the way the yeast. It is from the wheat that's making the body thicker now. Again, I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch the first review of this. But if that wheat has done that, I probably wouldn't use chocolate wheat in a porter. Like I said, I think it takes it over into the stout category, low level stout. And I think it falls short of calling it a stout because the roasted malt's not there, pretty much at all. So I think, yeah, if that chocolate wheat is doing that, I probably wouldn't put it in a porter because I'm sure there's hardly any in here. And just over these months, what is it, 5 months old? 4 months old? Almost to the date. Yeah, I think it has thickened up the body, but I'll have to go back and watch an old one. So if you've used or made a porter using that chocolate wheat, let me know in the comments below because I'd be interested to see. And I've got a ton more. Once baseball's over, I will get back to brewing because, yeah, now we're almost at the end of July. So, yeah, it's almost time to start brewing stout or porters again. Yeah, if you like this video, check some more out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.